Hi, hello. That was smooth, wasn't it? Now don't worry, I'm not going to sing, but we need our hands for my presentation. We're going to try something a bit crazy, because I'm not actually very good at this, but I'm going to try and do it with 400 people anyway. But first of all, I've got a very important question for you. Why was the beach mad? Why was the beach mad? Because the seaweed on it. The seaweed. Let's go again. Okay, so I'm touching the button. Alright. So you can tell this is going to be very serious. It is going to be very serious. Because we're talking about my name. Oh, the teacher at the front, her phone just went off. This lady's phone just went off. This microphone. Okay, it's going to be one of those presentations. I think the battery might be going on this if we can get the lead. I might have to shout. Okay, so my name is Aaron. I'm with a group. Yeah? That looks kind of hip hop. Hip hop start. I think the battery is going. All right. If someone can come with a lead for the microphone, I think the battery is going. I'm going to try one more time, and then we'll get to the fun bit. All right, I'm going to shout. Can you hear me if I talk like this? Yes! Oh, it's just got a whole lot harder. Okay, so I'm here because I work in development education, which simply means making the world fairer. Because we don't like things being unfair. We want things to be just, and we would like things to be equal for everybody, especially children. That children get equal opportunities around the world so that you can be the best person and the happiest person that you want to be. And then kind of weirdly, that your children get the same opportunities. And we want things to be sustainable, which is what you know all about with the green flags. We want things to be sustainable. And the sea is an amazing example of that, because the sea links everybody together, countries together, communities together, and we have to share the seas and share the resources, because we can't keep it in our borders. It can't be Irish, it can't be English like me. And because the sea's resources move around and we have to work in partnership. So a lot of my work at the moment is to do with these global goals, and the most important about these is that all the countries in the world have come together to make things fairer and more equal into the future through partnership. And it will only work if we work together. And I'm sure you guys have learned all about that because of green flags, because you don't get a green flag if the committee doesn't work together, if the students don't work with the teachers, and the whole school gets involved. Is the only way you get your green flag. Okay? Oh, thank goodness. Hello. Okay. Well, I'll just take a drink of water. That was hard. Okay, so you might not have heard the whole intro, but that's the boring bit over. So, we're talking about the sea and the resources in the sea, and people have always lived near the sea because it was the best way to travel from one place to another or get things from one place to another, and because fish is a very good, healthy thing to be eating. And even today, most people live near the coast. Now, people have been fishing for as long as there have been people around in very different ways. And one thing we have to be careful of is that we're very clever at inventing better and better ways of doing things. But being clever doesn't mean you're necessarily wise, and you might come up with a clever way of doing something that doesn't mean it's sustainable and doesn't mean that it's fair. It might work really well for me, it might work really well for Ireland, but it doesn't work well for other people. And that's where wisdom and a bit of thinking and compassion comes into the way we think, the way you think, because you're doing green things and sustainable things, which means you're thinking about other people, not just yourself. So that's very important. So we're going to look at that through fishing. So if we go to, I'm going to try and work the technology now, we'll have to do this unprofessionally and go backwards. The west coast of Africa. We could go anywhere and look at beautiful fishing boats, but we're going to go to the super beautiful west coast, the Senegal coast, Mali coast, the west coast of Africa, where they fish using these amazing boats called pirogues. And you can see that they take great pride in them. They're family boats, and they decorate them gorgeously like this. But you can see that they're very simple fishing boats. Now we are now going to try and make a traditional pirogue, a West African fishing boat, okay? So we're going to do that with origami, all right? Hands up if you are any good at origami, if you know what origami is. Okay, some of you have done this before, okay, good. All right, let's see. Now, I'll put up how we're going to make a boat. But try and stick with me because it can go horribly wrong if you rush ahead. So everyone's got newspaper close to them, so help each other out and carefully give each other one sheet of newspaper and try and clear your space so that you have a bit of working room. Teachers get involved too because this is a great leveler. Okay. All right, so clear your space. Hopefully everyone has one page in front of them. All right. Okay, so look this way. We're going to go this step by step and see if we can make 400 paper boats in the style. So you can see stages 1 and 2, they're fairly straightforward, but make sure you're starting with the wide side. You don't have it the narrow side up, you have it wide side in front of you, and you first fold it in half. Now the trick with origami is to be careful and go gentle and make each fold very neat. So, Birgit, you've already gone wrong.
I've already gone wrong.
So you go away. You're demonstrating it wrong. So make sure you've got it wide side, and you're folding it in half. Because in origami, normally you use squares, but we're using a rectangle piece. One because we're recycling, but also it makes a better shaped pirogue. So you've got it long side and a fold in the middle. The second one is making a fold from one side. So if you hold the left-hand side and fold to the middle again, make that fold nice and straight, and then you fold from the right side into the middle so that the two ends meet in the middle. Okay. Maybe we can have a show of hands. How many people have reached number 2? So it should look like this, and it should open like this. Yeah, a bit like a cupboard, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, a kitchen. I've just made that up entirely. A kitchen cupboard. Yeah. I've got one girl at the front of me that's done it perfectly. 1 out of 400, brilliant. Okay, so hands up if you've got a piece of paper that opens in the middle. Okay, cool. So we're going to number 3 now, where you see you keep your page closed. The kitchen cupboard is closed. and you go to the corners, but let's try and do it together, because it's horrible if you get confused. So go to top left corner, take the top left corner down and fold it into the middle. Again, nice and neat. Try and do it nice and neat. I can see some guys here doing really well, yeah? So you see number 3, you're folding the corner from here into the middle. Can you see that? And then you're doing the next corner down, and you keep that folded. I can see some good examples. Now this is all about partnership. If you see someone next to you a bit confused, help them out. Check out how your neighbour's getting on. So now you should have, if you've gone halfway, it should be like this. And then you do the other end, yeah? You fold the corner down into the middle, yeah? So then your page should look like number 4. It should be this shape. And if you look at the back where there's no folds, it should look like that, a bit like a shield. There's a really cool one there. Very good. Hold them up, let me see. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Brilliant. Don't be scared to ask for help, huh? Now this is your first ever fishing boat parade, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit uneven. Okay, so if we can have a little bit of quiet, because we're getting serious now. Okay, we've done the easy bit. So, if you see the picture at number 4, the next folds are the 4 corners again to turn it into number 5, which is a diamond shape. So if you want to see mine, you're taking this corner and you're folding it down so that the fold comes to the middle again. And then don't worry that it goes very long. The folds will overlap. The important thing is that you fold the edge down into the middle. A bit like a paper aeroplane, everything goes to the middle. So fold both down at one end, into the middle. Take your time, look at the diagram, help each other. So if you've done one end, it'll look like that. It looks very much like a paper aeroplane. Yeah? And then you're going to do the same at the other end. You fold it into the middle. There's a bit of an overlap, and it becomes a diamond shape. Yeah, so you've done one end, so do the other end. Do the other half, his top end. That looks good, that looks really good. So make sure your folds are to the middle, and it should look like a diamond. So you folded both bits down. It looks that way on the folded side, and if you look on the unfolded side, it should be a diamond. Yeah. So keep it flat, because there's a magic. That's very good there. I can see. Very good. Very good. Keep it flat because there's a magic origami bit to come. So we're now at number 5. There's one last fold to do before we do the magic origami bit, because this is just folding. So number 5, you've got your diamond, I hope. So then you hold it tall way up, and you've got the 2 corners at the fat side of the diamond. And all you're doing is folding that corner again to the middle. You're folding it into your middle line once more, so that it looks like number 6. It becomes very thin. And the 2 corners of the diamond you folded meet in the middle. How are we doing? I'm very impressed. I have to admit to having to do this many, many times to actually get it really good. So you guys are doing very well. So hands up if you think you've gone from a diamond and you've folded in the 2 fat corner edges to the middle, so you end up with a thin seed-like shape. Excellent, excellent. Okay, this is the magic origami bit, so just a little bit of quiet, because this is where it can all go wrong. How long is that?
That's 10 minutes.
That's 10 minutes.
That's how much time?
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where it can go wrong, because it is it can even go, more wrong. Don't worry, don't worry. This is a traditional skill that takes generations to learn, just like fishing. So, you hopefully you'll get a challenge to try it again. You can find this online. It's a simple traditional boat. Okay, so here we go. So focus on this and take your time, because if you rush at this, it'll all fall apart, and you'll put your thumb through your boat and it'll sink, and your family won't have any fish to eat. But it's origami magic. So what you're doing, I'm going to try and work out how to be at the mic, is you hold all your folds together, but you put your thumb inside them all on the left side and on the right side, and you open it out. You've got all your folds held together, your thumb's on the inside. Now you think it looks like a boat, but that's not origami, because it's all going to fall apart. This is the magic bit that you have to be very gentle, and you will have a prize of just being super cool if you've done it, because lots of people will find it difficult. So if you manage this, we'll see how many. So what you do is you gently push the bottom of the boat through and the sides out, and you keep pushing and you turn the whole thing inside out. Very carefully, working from the middle, up one edge. You'll find the folds, if you keep them together, will slowly turn, and your boat will turn the other way round, and it will hold itself in a little boat shape. How many have we got? We've got a wonderful one here. So go very gently. Oh, there's a lovely. Be proud, hold up your boats. Look at that lovely one there. The amazing amoebas have done very well. The lovely limpets are sinking. How about, we've got a nice one there. I can't see the name of your, very good. Outrageous oysters have got 2, 3. Oh, we've got some inventive boats over here. Very nice. I can't see your name. You're an outrageous oyster too. Some families are going to go hungry as the boats sink. So don't be frustrated. It's a very hard task to do first time. We've got some lovely examples. So hold up your boats one more time. Let me see. Have we got some at the back? Lovely. Oh, we've got a lovely paper aeroplane. Well done to the boy doing the paper aeroplane. Okay. Okay. Well done. I have to admit that I actually ripped mine. I only get maybe a 7 out of 10 attempt. I wouldn't go to sea with that. All right, my sand is going down very fast, so we can have a little bit of hush. A little bit of hush just for a moment. Because believe it or not, this is school. An origami lesson isn't enough, apparently, although I think it is. We should all do origami. You can get this instructions on the internet if you Google simple origami boat. But if we can have a moment's quiet. If your neighbour is talking, give them a nudge, give them an elbow. Okay, so why were we doing this? Because we're looking at things being unfair, unfortunately. So we have these boats along the West African coast and similar communities around Africa and throughout Asia, and obviously we have Irish fishermen too. But on the seas, things are very unequal. Now we did have a video, but I'm going to skip the video just to show. We have a. No, it's okay. I don't think we need to because I can talk about it. So this is the unequal world as it is now, and the needs changing for our future generations, and for us to care about our impact on other people. The way we live impacts on other people. So we have this boat, if you could look this way, and this is your parole from Senegal. Just for 1 minute, just so that you get the information for this. So you have this boat. There's a family boat, and the communities rely on the fish that they can catch, either to eat or to sell so that they can eat. And this is the world's largest fishing trawler. It was called the Atlantic Dawn when it was built by an Irishman in early 2000s, and it's still the world's largest fishing trawler. The Atlantic Dawn, and amazingly it was built not in Ireland but by an Irish fishing company, and it can fish in one day. It can take, with its huge nets, in one day what the families on these boats can do in 1 year. But not one family, 50 boats. These boats have to fish, 50 boats have to fish for 1 year to get the same fish that this trawler can take in 1 day. Now the problem is, this boat is deep out at sea, fishing up and down the coasts of different countries. So it's further out at sea than these boats. So if this boat and others like it are nearby, these boats don't get any fish because no fish of any size gets past this boat. You can see from this diagram, modern trawler and its net, and your little African pirogue in the top left corner and its net. Okay? So just to finish, if you look at your boat or your neighbour's boat, if yours didn't go too well, if we were working to scale, put your little boat on your table and then count up the table 15 people, and if we were working to scale, The trawler, if you were going to make it out of paper, would be the size of from you to the 15th person along the table. So count 15 heads up the table, and that's the size difference. And if you would like, when you have time to look at the exhibition, upstairs there is an actual boat or a drawing to scale of your boat, of this boat. So you can put your little, we invite you, if you want to, put your boat with the big boat upstairs, and you can just see the difference in scale. And then imagine that the net of the ship is much bigger, okay? So modern fishing is very unequal, and the only way it will get equal is if we campaign that rules in the Irish seas and European seas are adhered to on the African coast and the Asian coast, and they're not. So you have to get involved in campaigns if you want the rules that we abide by being equally legislated across the world, so that other families can enjoy a sustainable income and sustainable diet, food to eat, which they rely on because these people have no other source of food, protein or income. So they go hungry if this guy turns up, okay? So to do that, there are campaigns through the likes of Greenpeace and Friends of the Earth that you can find, and that's part of your Green Flag program, is to raise up your own awareness and raise the awareness of others. So go online, look at Greenpeace and Friends of the Earth and similar organisations, and all the information is there about how we need to help our friends in West Africa and beyond. Okay, so thank you very much, and well done with your pirogue making.